Hello Stampin' friends, it's Ayana Johnston here with another check this out video tutorial to show you. Today I want to show you how I made this beautiful sparkling butterfly card. I did this using the beautiful Grateful Bunch stamp set, and then I also used the Wink of Stellar pen to give it this nice shimmer glittery look. You can get the supply list for this card on my blog at www.checkthisout.stampinup.net. Okay, so let's get started making this card. To make this card, you'll be using two stamp sets, or you'll be needing two stamp sets. The first one you're going to need is called the Grateful Bunch stamp set. And in this stamp set, we're going to be using this beautiful design right up here above. And then we're also going to be using all three of these flowers, as well as this sentiment, "This is you are totally awesome," and then of course the butterfly. Then you're also going to need this wonderful timeless textured stamp set. I just love it. I use this wonderful swirl down here below a lot for my cards, and I'm going to use that for this card today as well. For stamp sets, you're going to need three. You're going to need Rose Red, you're going to need So Saffron, and Tip Top Taupe. You'll also need your Stampin' Right marker, and for this one I actually used Crushed Curry to give it a dark butterfly look. For cardstock, you're going to need a piece of Tip Top Taupe, and you're going to want to cut this at 8.5 by 5.5 and score it at 4 1/4. Then you're going to need a sheet of the beautiful Rose Red, cut at 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches. You'll need a sheet of So Saffron, cut at 3 3/4 inches by 5 inches. Then you'll need a sheet of Very Vanilla, cut at 3.5 by 4 3/4 inches. You also need a rather large sheet of Very Vanilla, and this one's almost the size of a card, to stamp 6 of the beautiful bunch flowers. So the first part I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp my flowers using my piercing mat. I'm going to go ahead and stamp all my flowers in the Rose Red, and then once I get my flowers stamped, I'm going to color in my flowers using the Crushed Curry. Next, I'm going to color in my flowers. I color those in first, and then I go ahead and use the punch, which comes as a bundle. Great way to save 15%, and you want to do it now before we have the new catalog open, because right now it's all 15% off as this bundle before it goes in the regular catalog, and that's changing the price, and the bundle is changing to 10%. So we want to go ahead and get that now if you can. And see how I'm just coloring those all in? I'm going to finish coloring these all in, and then I will be right back. Now you can see I colored in almost all of the flowers. Now I meant to tell you, you only need to color in 2 of the large flowers, and then 2 of the medium size, and then 4 of the small ones. Next we're going to have to punch these out. And sometimes it's fun lining these up. So you have to eye it, and then if you need to, just trim around it with the scissors so that way you can cut the flowers out. Okay, and there you can see I have all my pieces that I need, and then I just really need these 4 small ones and then those. So these extra ones I'm going to set aside. These I'm going to set aside for right now as well, and then I'm going to go ahead and take my piercing mat, and I'm going to go ahead and stamp my timeless textures around here. I'm going to do that first, and what I'm going to do with the Timeless Textured, I'm going to take my So Saffron, I'm going to stamp it off, and then I'm going to stamp it on the Very Vanilla. Next, I'm going to take my wonderful border strip here and my Tip Top Taupe, and I'm going to stamp all the way along the edges of either side of my card. So when I stamp it in my Tip Top Taupe, I want to get it nice and inked up. I just want to take the strip and center it on the edge, on the top and the bottom, and then move those points all the way to the edge as far as I can get them. And then just stamp down. Then I'm going to just line up the other side and slightly overlap it.
And stamp on.
Then I'm going to take this wonderful butterfly and I'm going to use the rose red, excuse me, hopefully I called it rose red in the beginning, and I'm going to randomly stamp my butterflies all around here. Next, I'm going to go ahead and take my Stampin' Right Crushed Curry marker, and then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to color in my butterflies. Now we're going to go ahead and put all of our pieces together. I'm going to start with my card base, and I'm going to go ahead and put the pieces together on my card base. Next, I'm going to go ahead and take my flowers and I'm going to layer one on top of the other, offsetting each other. And then I'm going to go ahead and put one of the jewels, the basic pearl jewels, on top of it. Then I'm going to adhere it on here with some Stampin' Dimensionals. Okay, so next I'm going to go ahead and adhere my small little flowers to the top and the bottom, and I put 2 others on the inside of here, so actually you needed 6 of these. So I've got to go ahead, I'm going to stamp one real quick, and then we'll go ahead and add those to our card. Okay, so I quickly just stamped out 2 more small ones and I colored those in. And so next, we're going to want to go ahead and adhere those on with some 2-way glue, and then I'm going to add some basic jewels to those as well. I'm going to wait to place these real quick as I stamp the "You Are Totally Awesome" right there in the middle with the beautiful rose red. Then I'm going to adhere these down around the "You Are Totally Awesome." Next, I'm going to just add some smaller pearls in the middle of these flowers. And then last, I'm going to take this beautiful clear Wink of Stellar brush. I'm going to, you just have to lightly squeeze. If you squeeze it too hard, you will get too much clear glitter coming out. But I'm going to lightly squeeze it, and I'm just going to brush all around the spots that I want that clear glitter coming out. And there you have it. Look at that. Isn't it beautiful? I just love the butterflies and the yellow and the red mixed together. So be sure to stop by my blog for some more great ideas. I have a great order special going on now through the end of May for new and returning customers. You don't want to miss out on it. So I hope you enjoyed this video tutorial. Please stop by for some more great ideas, and happy stamping!